finally a video for you gentlemen out there. Today we are going to talk about 10 sexy fragrances to wear on Valentine's Day to smell irresistible. But also for you ladies, these are 10 fragrances that I would highly recommend as a gift for your partner on Valentine's Day. So if you want to know my favorite sexy fragrances to smell on a man, then please keep on watching. These are not going to be in any particular order. I tried to rank them, but I failed miserably. So let's start with my first pick, and this is Jean Paul Gaultier Le Mal Le Parfum. The first time I smelled this one, my eyes rolled back in my head. This is so beautiful. This is cardamom, lavender, vanilla, woody notes, and amber or oriental notes. There is also iris that I don't get very much. It does have a powdery touch, but I wouldn't say it's an iris predominant fragrance. What you mostly get here is a beautiful, warm, spicy fragrance with a touch of cardamom. And let me tell you, cardamom is one of the notes that smell extremely sexy. So a lot of the fragrances that I'm going to mention have cardamom in them. It's actually totally unisex, surprisingly, because of this warmth that it has, the vanilla, in the dry down, this ambery, oriental, spicy fragrance. So I find it quite unisex. This is hands down my favorite Le Mal. I love them all-ish, not all, but most Le Mal. This is my favorite one. This ambery, warm touch alongside the lavender and the cardamom just work amazingly in this fragrance. And on my skin personally, this lasts very long, for about 8 hours. And when it comes to projection, it's kind of a moderate projection, which I personally don't mind because I don't like oversprayers. If you are only into beast mode fragrances, this is not it. But performance-wise, in my opinion, it's very good, and the scent itself is so good. So I highly recommend this fragrance, especially for winter. Now that Valentine's Day is coming, it can't get better than this. Next is Tom Ford Noir Extreme. Again, a big dose of cardamom. It's sweet, but not too much. It has this gourmand touch because there is kulfi in the note, which is kind of a gelato, Indian gelato mixed with cardamom. In this fragrance, the cardamom is really predominant, so you really have to love it. I personally do, and I find it sexy. So if you are a cardamom lover, you have to check this one out. It's amazing. By the way, it's totally unisex again, and I wear it actually personally. Love it. And again, in this fragrance we have this amber, woody notes, vanilla. We also have saffron and nutmeg, so it's quite a spicy, gourmand, oriental fragrance. It has moderate longevity and sillage, but still you can't go wrong with this one. So Noir Extreme from Tom Ford. Another fragrance with a lot of cardamom is a Memo Paris African Leather. This is so good. This is a very heavy dose of cardamom with leather, saffron, and some vetiver and patchouli. I think there is also cumin. I can smell it, but if you don't like cumin, don't worry, it's not really predominant. I also love to wear this one. Actually, I'm going to spray it now on my hand. And this is, to me, a put together, elegant man, a CEO, something like that. It's amazing and has an amazing performance. It lasts very long and has quite a strong projection. And I think if you overspray it, you may arrive to beast mode, but I wouldn't advise overspraying this one. No one does leather like Memo Paris. They have a great selection of leather fragrances. I have a buying guide on all their fragrances. I will leave it in the description down below and in the eye up here if you are interested. This is, to me, a masterpiece and a sexy fragrance in a very sophisticated way. Love it, and I highly recommend this one, African Leather from Memo. Now, since we talked about Memo, let's go to another one that is not exactly winter appropriate, but you can definitely wear it also during winter, and that is Russian leather. They say it's a frozen fougere, and I totally agree. This has a very cold feeling to it. So it's not your typical fougere. It has something very special to it. It has rosemary, Siberian pine needle. It's so good. You have also a little bit of lavender, patchouli, and also leather. But again, a very sophisticated, classy leather fragrance that I absolutely adore. This is very masculine. So all the fragrances that I've mentioned before, I personally can wear. This one, I can't. This is totally masculine. If you want to stand out, this is a fragrance for you. This is an elegant, put together man. Extremely masculine and very, very seductive in my opinion. The central, trust me, is just amazing on this one. So I highly recommend it if you want more of, I wouldn't say a fresh, but more of a fougere fragrance. Russian leather is for you. Next, let's talk about a new release in 2021, and that is Dior Sauvage ELIXIR. I know, you are all tired of Sauvage. Let me tell you, I personally love the original Sauvage. Actually, when I smell it on the street, I still am attracted to that fragrance and I have to look who is wearing it. So, but anyway, let me tell you, Sauvage Elixir is totally different to the original one, so don't worry. This is definitely for me, again, a winter fragrance. So the original Sauvage, I would say, is more of for summertime. This one is definitely for winter. It's, again, spicy, cardamom. Yeah, you see the pattern here? A lavender. It's ambery and woody in the base. Has also nutmeg. It has quite a pungent opening with the spices that come out to attack you almost alongside the lavender. But don't worry, it fades away with the time, and the whole composition is one of the best fragrances released last year. Extremely sexy, very long lasting. It projects, let's say, moderate to strong, but if you overspray, you will definitely achieve a very strong projection. It's a sophisticated, grown-up version of the original Sauvage, if that makes any sense. So love this one, Sauvage Elixir. Now let's return to another ambery fragrance that to me is one of the best amber fragrances out there, and this is Francis Kurkdjian Grand Soir. For amber lovers, I think this is the best amber fragrance on the market. It's a warm, cozy amber, but at the same time very sexy. It has benzoin, vanilla alongside the amber, some labdanum if I'm not mistaken. And this is a fragrance for a man who has his life figured out. So my pick for more of a mature man who knows what he wants in life. Grand Soir from Francis Kurkdjian. Since we talked about Francis Kurkdjian, let's talk about another one. Oud Silk Mood. I know everybody talks about Oud Satin Mood. I personally love Oud Silk Mood much more. And this is much more masculine than Oud Satin Mood. To me, Oud Satin Mood was totally unisex. This one is definitely leaning masculine. Yet again, a rose oud combination, but such a classy one. It's just amazing, very long lasting projection, I would say, between moderate to strong. It has this freshness to it. So I would say this fragrance you can wear all year around. It's absolutely stunning and one of my favorites from Francis Kurkdjian. So for oud lovers, Oud Silk Mood from Francis Kurkdjian. Now, another oud fragrance that is extremely seductive. Extremely seductive. As I said, it was quite difficult to rank this video, but I would say this one is maybe in the top 3. This is Oud for Greatness from Initio. This is so beautiful. This is saffron, oud, nutmeg, lavender, It's an intoxicating, sexy fragrance. This was love at first sniff for me. I tested this one out and I fell totally in love with it. It's extremely long lasting. It will remain forever on your skin. It's extremely projecting. And if you spray this on your clothes, you will not get rid of the smell. It's amazing when it comes to performance, amazing scent that is extremely alluring and seductive. Extremely, and in my opinion is an oud beginner friendly fragrance. So if you are maybe not an oud lover, check this one out. You may like it. It's one of the best oud fragrances for beginners, so highly recommend oud for greatness. I know it's quite pricey, but it's worth it in my opinion. So Initio, oud for greatness. And the last two are quite similar and I couldn't choose between them. Let's start with another Initio, and that is Blessed Baraka. Very sexy, seductive, alluring, mysterious fragrance. It's amazing. I think Initio makes a lot of very sexy fragrances, generally speaking. They credit only 3 notes in this fragrance: amber, musk, and sandalwood. I definitely smell also a spicy touch, maybe saffron. Has also a powdery touch to it, so I definitely smell more notes in this fragrance than the 3 mentioned one. Has an amazing performance again. It's extremely long lasting. It projects like crazy, especially in cold weather. When you go outside with this fragrance, it will just shine on your skin. So I would consider this one a definite yes for winter time. Check out the house of Initio in general. They have quite a selection of very sexy, unique, and amazing performing fragrances. The last one is quite similar to Blessed Baraka, and this is Carlile from Parfum de Marly. I know the notes are not exactly identical and they are quite different, especially in the opening. However, in the dry down, I wouldn't say they are similar, but they give me the same vibe. Both of them are this mysterious, sexy, alluring, seductive fragrance. When you smell it, you want, who is that? So in this one, we have nutmeg, apple, lavender, tonka bean, rose, patchouli, and vanilla. As you can see, the note breakdown of the two are totally different, but somehow in the very dry down, they give me the same vibe, so this is the same effect, let's say. And what I mostly like about Carlile is this beautiful patchouli note. It has this chocolatey feel to it and it leaves this amazing scent trail. Like Blessed Baraka, this shines, really shines in cold weather. It's extremely long lasting and it's quite a projecting fragrance. So you really get what you are paying for again with this one. And it's really difficult for me to choose between Carlile and Blessed Baraka. Both are amazing, sexy fragrances. And actually both of them are unisex. So when I say they are unisex, that doesn't mean that it will not be sexy to smell on a man. They are sexy both on a man and a woman, but in different ways. So with that, I've finished my 10 fragrances. I hope you liked this video and you found it helpful. Please tell me in the comments down below what is your absolute favorite fragrance to wear on Valentine's Day. I also hope that this video gave you an idea what to get your partner on Valentine's Day. Please tell me also in the comments down below, if you are a woman, what is your most sexy fragrance on a man? That was it. Again, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and also hit the notification bell so you will get notified when I upload any new video. And also check out my 10 sexy fragrances for women. I will leave it in the description down below and in the eye up here. Thanks a lot for watching and see you next time. Ciao.